Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's June 21st, 2017, the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. Today in the mainstream news, the fitting propaganda story is a mosque being destroyed in Mosul, Iraq, that was built in the year 1127 AD, the 12th century. I want to show you why this mosque was really destroyed today, June 21st, the summer solstice. This is not the work of ISIS, the Islamic boogeyman. This is the work of the New World Order, which is the controllers of the manufactured controlled opposition that is ISIS. So check this out. You have to know the language of Gematria to see through the propaganda. Again, today is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the longest day of the calendar year. They tell us the sun is 93 million miles away on average. With regards to 93, notice the gematria of Great Mosque of al-Nuri, which is what was destroyed today. Great Mosque of al-Nuri, 93. Islam, just like Christianity, just like Judaism, has a lot to do with the moon and the sun. The Islamic calendar is a lunar calendar. It begins on the first day of the crescent moon. Muslims pray depending on where the sun is in the sky. All of the Abrahamic religions are centered around the moon and the sun, and most people who are of these faiths are oblivious to this. Notice the sun and Muslim both sum to 24. Think about how many hours there are in a day as dictated by the sun. And with regards to Christianity, God's sun equals 93, like Nazareth, like crucifix. Christianity, 930. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus crucified between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And in recent history, science in 2012 said they discovered that Jesus Christ was crucified on April 3rd of our calendar in the year 33. Of course, we weren't on the Gregorian calendar back then, as made by the Catholic Church. But on our calendar, supposedly he was crucified on April 3rd, which is the 93rd day of the year. And as I've been explaining, in modern times, the people who control information, the occult, they go by the old world knowledge, where in the old world, science and spirituality and mathematics, they were all part of one and the same. Language. Now it's all been broken up and compartmentalized. But when we're given this information in the world, the people who give it to us, they are aware of these old world ways and they tease us with this knowledge. That's why it's truly being told to us that Jesus was crucified on the 93rd day of the year. These people are very much aware of the language of Gematria. The media, don't forget who controls it. Jewish people, Gematria, a Jewish practice coming from Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, the belief that God created the world with language, when God merged the letter with the number. Look at the Gematria of 93, light bulb. Light bulb, think about it. The sun 93 million miles away, light bulb 93. So Great Mosque of al-Nuri destroyed today. In the reporting, even though the headline blames ISIS, U.S. officials told CNN the ISIS claim that it destroyed the mosque was 1,000% false. So despite CNN reporting that in their story, their headline, Mosque at Ideological Heart of ISIS is destroyed. Well, when they first put up this headline, it did blame it on ISIS. Now they're just saying it's the heart of ISIS. So I want to show you something about ISIS here in regards to the summer solstice. Summer solstice, which we're on, has gematria of 56. Just like Society of Jesus, the name of the Jesuit order within the Catholic Church. Many people contend the Catholic Church created Islam once upon a time. Remember, the Catholic Church was made by the Jewish controllers once upon a time as well, for the purpose of controlled opposition within Christianity, pushing the day of worship from Saturday, the Sabbath day, to Sunday. Sun, 93 million miles away. Christianity, 930. Look at the overlap, though, between summer solstice and Society of Jesus. Think about it. Church in the northern hemisphere, religion metaphor for the sun, Gematria encoding intact. With regards to the 56 portion, ISIS, which I meant to put up there, also has the Gematria 56. ISIS 56. Now check this out. The address of this mosque that was destroyed today, the name of the street, Al-Shazani Street, has Gematria of 187. Just like Summer Solstice, just like Society of Jesus. And what I would like to do is find out when this street was put in place. It's very well possible that all of this has been planned for a very long time, the destruction of this mosque on this summer solstice, because all of this is symbolic. The people who rule the world rule it with symbology and occult knowledge, and the people who rule this world are who staged the wars and everything else to come. And as I've said, there's a lot of foreshadowing for something massive this year, 2017, possibly by the time of June 30th. So also, to be perfectly accurate, depending on what part of the northern hemisphere you're in dictates what the summer solstice is. This year they're saying the official solstice date for the northern hemisphere was June 20th. What's interesting about that is June 20th, 6 plus 20 equals 26, very special number. Remember, the word God equals 26, Torah 26, Adam 26. There's 26 generations from Adam to Moses. Kabbalah, the belief that God created the world with language. The belief is that the Torah is written in a numerical sequence. It's the source code of this language. Summer also has Gematria of 89 in addition to 26. 89 is interesting because the New Testament, the story of Jesus, 89 chapters. Remember, religion equals 89, like King James, who has a Bible named after him. 89, the 11th Fibonacci number, God's mathematical spiral. Also, today's date, June 21st, 17, date with 44 numerology, number of destruction. Now we're talking about a temple, or a mosque, destroyed. Mosul Iraq, Gematria 44, like the date numerology. Tear down 44. Think about the Prophet Muhammad, Prophet 44, kill 44. Destructive symbolism on the summer solstice by the numbers. No doubt a ritual, and of course, as part of the ritual, bringing up the Islamic boogeyman, ISIS, which there is no such thing as. Until next time, Truth Seeker.